Hello, Louisiana Cider Reviews. I'll save one bottle of the 6-pack so that we can review this pumpkin pie spiced hard cider. I bought it at Aldi's, and it's made by State of Brewing in Waunakee, Wisconsin.
So before we go any further, I just want to make a statement. As all you followers know of this channel and have seen the reviews between Jay and I, these pumpkin beers are my least favorite ones to do. Very seldom do I find one that's good. They're usually pumpkin stouts. We're going to see what happens today. Say a little prayer.
Yeah, right. And say a prayer over a cider review.
What are you doing?
Let them hear that fizz.
They know what bubbles sound like.
All bubbles don't sound alike.
All bubbles look alike.
Okay, I don't think so. All right, so let's show the label. It's got a pumpkin pie with cinnamon, nutmeg, apples, and whipped cream on it. And let's see what it smells like.
Smells like whipped cream.
And spices.
Some weird spice.
Yeah, now it doesn't claim it's made with pumpkins, the pumpkin spice. Which is the kind of spices you put on a pumpkin pie.
Like nutmeg and stuff.
Yeah, that's what they're showing on the label. Just describe it. The apple, the nutmeg.
They put apple in a pumpkin pie. Who puts apple in a pumpkin pie?
Well, the apple's what cider's made out of. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if they use whipped cream in it. Smells nice. To me.
It smells like candy.
Candy?
Yeah. It's got candy flavors. Like the cream and the apple and the spice, something associated with candy. Alright, cheers. It's okay, and then the cinnamon has to fall off. Just cinnamon, this I can taste it. Cinnamon is kind of chalky, so instead of it going down, it kind of prevents it from going down. And then you left with cinnamon in your mouth, like you just chewed a big old piece of Big Red.
Okay. Got a little nutmeg. I don't know about the whipped cream, but
No,
maybe.
it just tastes like a old piece of Big Red. You know, when you chewed it up and the flavor was gone, but you can't spit it out, but you want to spit it out. It's still there. Yep.
Big Red Gum, introduced in 1975.
By Wrigley's.
Yeah, apparently no longer sold in Europe. So they come to the United States and they buy it and they go back home. Look, I got Big Red.
Something like chiclets or something.
Chiclets. Chiclets are those little square candy coated gums.
But they're not sold here.
You can get chiclets. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Mm.
These come in these little trays, like little canister packets. Yeah. Hadn't seen chiclets. I hadn't seen Pez in a long time.
Pez is still sold here. I was somewhere recently they had Pez. Oh. Down the road.
Oh yeah, I have at the SS,
At the OSS.
but I haven't seen chiclets in a while. I don't ever chew gum anyway, so that's irrelevant to me. Gum makes me thirsty. I can't stand chewing gum.
It does do that.
Yeah, it's like I don't want gum. How do you score this one?
I don't really know where to go with this. The flavors kind of contrary with each other. You get this crispness apple flavor of the cider, and mainly I'm tasting the cinnamon, which is kind of like crashing with it. So I guess they put, because cinnamon and applesauce goes together. But the last time we did something with cinnamon and apple, I didn't like it either.
Oh, the one from Angry Orchard.
Yeah,
The
and I'm not liking this one.
Oh well.
So with that said, I'm gonna give it like C plus.
So high average.
Yeah. I think they tried to do something with this, and some people will like it, but it's just.
They've been having fresh bottles coming into
all my
Aldi.
socks off.
Yeah, since Aldi opened in my town, they've been having fresh bottles of this keep coming in. So people must be buying it,
I think they got a problem with their distribution.
What are you talking
Like,
about?
why would they keep on bringing the same stuff in?
Well, I don't think Aldi has a big variety of beers. That's the thing. They got a few beers, and that's what they sell. Now, that may not really help them in the long run. I mean, I'm not defending them. I didn't ask them to open up in my town. I'm saying that's what they have. They got the Wernesgrüner from Germany. They got that Holland, that Holland beer, Dutch beer. They got the little knockoff Samuel Adams, Alldogger, and
Sounds like you got a little defense going on here.
no, I'm saying, and that's all they've got. So maybe
Sounds like you got a little defense going on here.
maybe that's not. I'm trying to tell you,
Don't pick on a new store in my town.
I'm trying to tell you, maybe that's in the long run not going to work for them, but maybe it will. I don't know. They did have that super variety pack for the Advent season, and I did get 24 different beers. It was something to try. They were mostly good. They weren't like the great. Well, a few of them were great. Most.
I'm
of
not
them.
saying this isn't good.
Yeah, you did. You said it's high.
What I
average.
said,
Okay, what you said was,
that I'm not really knowing where to go with this.
so it's confusing you.
Right, because it tastes like a chewed up, flavorless piece of Big Red and apple cider.
Okay, well,
That's what it tastes like to me.
let me also add this. I also later on bought a variety pack of Aldi hard ciders from Vermont, not this one from Wisconsin. It's 4 different ones from Vermont. And it's kind of like their version of Angry Orchard. It's been around about the same time as Angry Orchard, like the last 12 years. And it's got like a crisp apple and then 3 other flavors, elderflower and some other stuff. So you could try those if you'd be interested.
As long as they're not off like this.
They're not pumpkin. It's elderflower, crisp apple, and 2 other flavors, which I
I
cannot
just
recall.
don't understand why all these makers try to shove pumpkin down our throats all the time. Like, pumpkin itself has no flavor.
Yeah, well, it's the pumpkin spice they're pushing, not the
Yeah,
pumpkin.
pumpkin itself is just a squash.
Right.
Squash is flavorless. If anything, it's got like this mouthfeel. It's just kind of like,
Yeah, I know.
yeah. It's like you eat it. It's like you're a kid and you were forced to eat like that yellow squash. And a lot of times it's what they'll use for the
And it's kind of slimy and
yeah.
gelatin-like.
Yeah. So I don't really like it.
Okay, so is that a quality issue with the cider, or is it a personal preference issue with the cider?
I don't really know why they keep on doing those pumpkins. I just don't get it.
Apparently, pumpkin spice is popular. They got the pumpkin spice latte coffees.
Well, I like pumpkin pie, but I don't
Yeah.
like how this is married in a form of a beer or a cider. Like
Yeah,
pumpkin
okay.
pie is different. It's
Yeah.
it's food. It's together. It's almost like a custard. This is liquid. It reminds me of that liquid shit that was still left on your plate after you were forced to eat it. It's always like that water.
Or from the squash.
Yeah.
I never
It
liked that.
just reminds me too much of this. Maybe it is a personal thing for me, so.
Okay, well,
Maybe we
anyway.
shouldn't do pumpkin styles anymore.
Okay,
I
well,
don't really
I'll-
like them.
To me, it's grown on me. This is the 6th time I've had it, and I've liked it more and more.
And I
First
think
time I thought it was
some
too
of our
bland.
viewers out there are going to agree with me on this pumpkin.
Okay, well,
Some will. Some will.
I'm going to give it a B. I think it's a
Some will think I'm a
87.
lunatic.
You're not a lunatic because you have a personal preference. I mean, I agree on the squash thing, but I'm gonna give it a 87. I think it's a good beer. Sorry, good hard cider, but I wouldn't be running to buy it. I'm not gonna buy it again. I
No.
bought it once and
No.
I tried it,
No, I definitely would not buy it.
and I bought the variety pack. I probably wouldn't buy another one of those.
No.
But I did it. So anyway, so Les Zele Bon Temps Relais, it is what it is. B on my end, C plus over
C
there,
plus.
and we're gonna end this review by saying y'all go to Wisconsin and tour the State of Brewing Brewery.
Generous. C plus. Generous. Stop drinking pumpkins.